Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Texas Longhorns taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. Fair catch called for and made. Offense set on first down. Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Langford. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try the run. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's a good play when you're inside your own 10, running out, trying to get something positive so you don't have to throw out of your end zone and possibly take a safety, and then boom, you pop one. You get big-time space, big-time yardage. Nice job by the offense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make...
And that ball is picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Looking for a crease. It's Payne. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
But we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that. There are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
Back to throw. It's Langford. Quarterback now breaking the field. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single running back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Texas 0.
And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Looking for room. It's Payne. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the toss. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play and they pick up the big game.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. shakes off the tackler. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
They're bringing heat. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking for a man. It's Walters. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, first down. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wants to fire on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This offense has a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by 10 to Louisville. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Time to take a shot. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Movement here from the tight end. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Walters. Looking left. He's got it. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
To the air, it's Walters looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining, I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, you got to stop the run.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Double right.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Check.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air. It's Walters. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Going deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with the lone back. Plows through the defense. Busts through behind his pad.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
They're trying to slam it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, bro, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Walters. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. He's right on target.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He wants to throw here on second down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
That makes the score Ohio State 38, Texas 0.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick it away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Back to throw, it's Walters. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The give to the lone running back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They're going to ride this running back. He breaks a tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3.
Jackrabbit. Ready.
Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Stumbled to the ground.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Missouri. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Looking downfield, it's Walters. Makes his connection. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking to go up top on first down. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
He'll just keep slinging it. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Power ahead. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys